Hello guys. Hello. I just went to the doctor's yesterday, and I think I told you I got to have a scan on my liver. I have liver cancer, or well, in that region, cancer, the pancreas, whatever. I've got it. I know it's cancer because every time I just touch it briefly, it hurts, and I just haven't felt right. And I am anemic. You confirm that as well. I read the papers that he gave me in relation to the ultrasound he wants me to have. I looked on the internet, and it confirmed my worst fears, that he's looking for cancer in my liver, or in that region, namely the liver. And he did confirm that I would be probably having several visits to the hospital, to the gastroenterology unit, which obviously is some kind of tumor they are going to want to try to take out. But I don't know if I'm going to be put through an operation again, the last one.
Introduced.
Oh, sorry. Oh, by the way, yeah. I've got Ghost in my room. And I got Ghost Radar Classic, and it works. And I was looking at Bigfoot, and it came back giant bear. Whoever this spirit is said giant bear. Now I can hear them. I can hear them like you hear them on that machine. I have been able to hear spirits, and it's just, I guess, because I'm so ill, I've not opened myself up. But you gotta have a certain, before I can actually, I gotta be in a certain state to make myself open up for communication, so I can hear them audibly, which in a way I am already open to that, but I'm just not so well. I can't just, I have to have extra help to speak with them. Oh, and the introduction, I think the spirit wants me to introduce them to you. Well, I know where I am, this care home I'm in is haunted. The section that I'm living in dates back to 1700s. When I was in another room not far from this one, I heard children running up and down the stairs, and so I got Ghost Radar, and I think I've bought it because I had done it with some bonus points or something, doing, those, I don't know, you get it on the internet as well, but anyway, I have to admit, I feel that a lot of you would think having a spirit near you would freak you out, but to me it's comforting, because I know that we're spirits anyway, in flesh, and soon I'll be in spirit again after I leave this body. And the thing is, it's not the dying that bothers me, it's not being with those that I love. That's what bothers me. Death itself does not bother me, because I've seen heaven and I've seen hell, and they both are very real. Heaven is, you're in, he is very real as well. The Lord is real, and Christ is real. I don't care what anyone says, because I know that for a fact. And heaven is real, and I know that for a fact. And I know in heaven there are many peoples, many nations of lost. There we go. There are many people, many nations, and well, not even just nations here on Earth. There's beings there as well from other worlds, but I don't know. It seems that we have, when we ascend, we have like a higher ascension because of what we've gone through here on Earth. But when you die and your spirit isn't right, like you take an overdose or something like that. Like in my case, I took an overdose, and I saw hell, and I was tortured there. Like I said, I fought for my soul, and and he tortured me because I wouldn't denounce the Lord. But then again, that's what you expect in hell, torture. I mean, it was awful what I went through when I saw what was in hell. But the thing is, the Lord spared me because He didn't want me. That's not where He wanted me to be. That's obvious. And He obviously wanted me to be a witness to both heaven and hell. And I find it hard to look at that light on my computer, to talk to that light. One of the reasons is, well, you can see I've got a bright light over my head that makes my eyes hurt. And I need special glasses that have a UV filter in. So excuse me if I don't look straight at the camera, please. I don't mean to be rude. Oh, it's saying about no, I'm not going back to Bigfoot. Don't worry, it does pick up on other things. I've had a very interesting conversation with it. I think what it is, the spirit is adjusting, talking through through the, what you call it, it's adjusting to the technology. It must be hard for them on the other side, trying to communicate through something like this, when they mostly communicate different ways. I mean, I know there are spirits that want to communicate. There are people who are grounded and that, but that, like I said, this place goes back centuries, and people have died here, and there are some who are grounded, and I know for a fact. Bears. Now it's saying there's bears. No, there's no bears. Hang on. Readjust. Oh, sorry, layers. Sorry, yes, there are many layers. Yeah. Wait, but that is true. Hang on. Yes, there are many layers. That's what it's trying to tell me. There's many layers. Oh, for chrome. Oh, there it is. I want it the other way. I want it. How can I get it? There we go. Layers. Right. There are many layers, which is of, I think that's what they're trying to say. There's many layers, and their spirits are at different layers, and I think that's what's trying to get me to get across to you. Is that what you're want me to say? Because earlier it mentioned about the universe. Yes, I think I understand now. There are many layers in the universe. They're all connected to the Lord. The Lord He manifests through them all. And within the universe, there's many layers. And what it is, there are different layers of ascension. And being on Earth, I think Earth, to be a spirit, come from somewhere else, or to be a spirit here is where the greatest level of ascension is, but there are many. You'll tell me if I'm wrong, won't you? Anyway, when your time comes, you gotta make sure you're right with the Lord and have an understanding of all that is required of us to know, and trusting in the Lord above everything else is more important. And I know you're thinking, oh, this woman doesn't know what she's talking about. But I do. It's only through experience, and also I have my own reason I'm using technology for the communication of spirits. It isn't because I need it to communicate with them. I don't. I can hear them audibly. It's just I'm really unwell, but the main reason is so you can hear them speak and let them say what they need to say, because it would be nice if they could speak more words and be able to communicate in sentences more readily. I mean, some of them do if you have the right equipment. This Ghost Radar Classic, I think you can only get one word come up at a time. I don't know if they can say sentences. But I'm hoping to invest in one of those, what do you call them, like what Zach Bagans used to get sentences and that come through. I'm hoping to invest in one of them, unless they do a nap on Samsung. But anyway, as I was saying, there's different layers of ascension of Christ, of course. Is the highest layer of ascension, highest ever, because he's the king. But we who believe in him and our Heavenly Father have the most to gain, and we do inherit the kingdom and become princes and I mean, he's the king. We're like the royals. William's gonna be king and Kate's gonna be queen, but all the other royals are still royals, but they just don't sit on the throne. That's the way it'll be with us. Jesus sits on the throne, and we will be the heirs. Obviously, no one's gonna, like you said, we're heirs to the kingdom, which means he's the king, but we're heirs because of our devotion and our love, and that. I think that's right. I'm not sure. Well, the Lord will correct me if I'm wrong, but basically that's the only way I can best describe it. But at one time, I could speak more. I could describe more easily. It's just I should have taken an overdose because my brain is. It is just, it's messed my head up. But, I mean, I'm recovering. It's taken almost a year to do it, but I still get, like, memory lapses and what I'm trying to say and I'm trying to put together. But at the end of the day, if we hold on to what it is, you need to, like me with this cancer. Yes, I'm scared. Admittedly, who wouldn't be? But at the end of the day, I know it's waiting for me. I guess like Jesus says, flesh is weak, spirit is willing. That's what it is with me. My spirit is willing, but my flesh is scared because I'm not with people that I need to be with to get me through this. And that means, what I mean get me through this is to take the journey with me and see it through to the end and allow me to be able to show them how much I love them. But, excuse me, I got myself a cold as well. Oh dear. Oh no, I got my hair French class by looks like a bulb. And Kathy's just done my hair a little bit funny. Mind you, I think I turned my head at the time. But anyway, guess it won't really matter. Well, in a few weeks' time it's going to grow out, but at the end of the day, it's just they wouldn't do that. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I don't know. Excuse me. It's just this tug I've got. Excuse me for this. Oh, it's just awful. It's just, I gotta take a drink. Spirit, who's here, can you speak to us, please? And let you, because you're online. If I can hear you now, that's just a text message. I haven't heard from my husband. I'm getting worried. He wasn't well himself yesterday. Valentine's is coming up, and I got something on my mind that I want to get him. And I need to get some money to him. Plus, I got to pay for internet. When my card comes in, I got to get some money to him, and I got to pay for the internet on my phone. And his phone. Because, funny enough, it's cost me as much to have the internet with BT and Virgin as it would have cost me if I still had my roots. But what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm still going to have all the big package from Virgin, but somehow I'm not quite sure. I think, I don't know, it depends on how many megabytes. Because BT doesn't seem to have the fastest speed, but then again, I'm not quite sure. Everything seems to be working fine. The loading time isn't too bad. It's not that as fast as I'd like it to be, but for Wi-Fi, it's not too bad. Because I'm on that phone. I'm connected to that phone thing. Anyway, I'd like to get BT Open Zone. If I could pay them £15 a month, that wouldn't be too bad. And B, work out even cheaper than for me. So I have to ring BT and see if I can get onto that. Because that would work out great for me. That would be absolutely great. In the meantime, I guess I have to put up this pay-as-you-go, like on my phone, internet. Getting back to what I was discussing about flesh and spirit. Yes, I'm scared. Another part of me isn't. I know this part of me that's what do you call it? My flesh is scared of dying. The spirit isn't. Through. Were you trying to say true or through? Because no one's throwing anything. Oh, are you trying to say true? True? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know what you mean by through. Through what? I'm talking to the spirit. It's coming through the radar. Through what? What's being thrown? Or are you trying to say true? I don't know. Anyway, I'll get back to what I was saying. Anyway, the spirit, my spirit is not frightened. And I'm scared of what's going to happen to my body, but then again, I don't think part of me saying, why should I be scared what they do to my body? Because it's just, well, my body is my temporal home on earth, but
natural.
yes, the body is a natural. It goes back to the earth, but spirit goes on as the radar is essentially it's amazing. Essentially the spirit being able to communicate to you as well. So I'm leaving it on. See, there you go. You're going to talk again so the audience can hear you speak. What is it about that you, as a spirit, are you scared what happened to your body? Did you worry about what happened to your body? You ever see that light comes on, it means they're talking. Wait a minute. No, not yet. Were you worried about what happened to your body when you died? So you know that's how many spirits are in the room as well. One of them stayed. There's 3 in the room. No, there's 2 gone. Now they're all gone. But see, that's how it works. It tells you how many, and then one.
Seen.
Yes. See, they seen. I've seen them on the radar. Now, see, it does work. You just airplane. I don't know what they mean by airplane unless they mean soaring. Ah, yes, the spirits soar. They're not worried about their bodies because the spirits soar. Is that what you mean? Is that what you're trying to say? I think that's what they do. They use certain words. Like with the Bible, you have to basically, it says things plainly and clearly, but you've got to work out in what context it means. And sometimes it's the simplest answer that is the actual answer. And I think by airplane, I think they're basically saying the spirit soared and the body didn't mean nothing to them after they left. So, I guess I have to take that as read. Mind you, I have here. Well, I have a couple of my email crystal ones. See, ever since I was a little girl, I had an uncle on his farm, great uncle I think it was, and he was a douser. He used to use dowsing rods to douse for water on his farm rather than getting some specialist in to find the water for him and basically tear up his land to try to find a well. My uncle would do, he had these dowsing rods, and he used to go around. Instance? What do you mean instance? Oh, right, okay. Well, he would use the dowsing rods and
declared.
Okay, I'm getting there. Anyway, he found the wells with the dowsing rods, and then he would then dig for the water. He wouldn't, or if he needed help, he'd call someone in to help him. But anyway, I remember as a little girl, I must have been about 6 or 7 at the time. I was quite young. I still remember it very clearly. Or the actual age I was, may have even been no more than 10. No, it was between 6 and 10. And anyway, we went to his farm because he had this horse. I don't think he loved horses, and he had 2 or 3 horses, but he had a Shetland, and I can't remember and then Shetland. But he also had this American Quarter horse, which I absolutely fell in love with. And thanks to him, he just got me on to where I wanted horses, and I never have had opportunity to own them. And I so miss going on one. But mind you, with this thing in my liver, I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. It's the pain I'm in. So anyway, 11. What do you mean 11? No, there were not 11 horses. There were only 3. Oh, was I 11? Oh, sorry. I was 11 years old at the time. Oh, man, well, oh, sorry. Yes, yeah, you're right. I was 11 at the time when I was at my uncle's. Yeah, that is right. Sorry, my apologies. See if the spirits know. I forgot. But what happened was, my brother was fascinated with my uncle done. My brother, when my uncle tossed his dowsing rods onto my brother, he,
Opinion.
Yes, I know, everyone has an opinion. They're going to have their opinion on this video as well. Anyway, oh yes, it's a matter of opinion and conjecture about dowsing, but I know it is real, because but it was my uncle put dowsing rods in my brother's hands, and he didn't do nothing. But when he put them in mine, it crisscrossed. But I don't really like dowsing rods. Kind of the too heavy for me. I find them to be very heavy and hard to hold, but they do work. So anyway, I would rather use pendulums, and I prefer crystals, and not only that, I just like yes or no, and they're lighter to hold. And it's not so much a matter of knowing the future. I'm not interested in knowing the future so much, but I need to have information. And being like, for example, I'll contact my husband, and I'm worried why he's not texting me, why I haven't heard from him. So I have to ask the pendulum if there's a problem there. And as far as the pendulum is concerned, my husband still loves me, but he's not well himself. His dad told me he's just trying to get some rest, and that's fair enough. If we were together, I'd expect him to go and rest and lay down. But being that we're not under the same roof, he needs to rest and he's trying to phone off. I'm happy because if we were in our own place, I'd turn the phone off so it didn't disturb him. Because that's what you do when you love your spouse, and that you want to take care of them. But no, I think as well this is what my doctor said, or rather our doctor said, he's my husband's doctor too. Just kind of shook him up a bit. And but I'm going to fight this. I'm not going to give up until I'm with him. And then, but like I said, the council, because of what was said in court about the Lord, about the Bible, there is consequences for each and everything, what you do, what you do in the universe, like how you are, comes back on you. And I think that's where some of the layers are as well, because depending on the level, doing what they did in court is one of the worst things I think anybody could have done. What they said about the Bible, about my Lord, about my Savior, and about to call the Bible a lie is wrong. Because, okay, you may not understand it completely, you may not understand it fully, but it is the truth. And, okay, everyone questions Genesis. Yeah, but how are we to say that it's not true? And in God's time, 7 days. 7 days is what to the Lord? 7 days is 7 days to Him. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that 7 days to the Lord is several million years to us. In other words, He has created everything, but where He says He's done it in 7 days, that means He's looking at when He's trying to tell us that I'm trying to explain. I hate this problem of memory. He basically programmed the universe. Right? That's the only way I can best describe it. I hope he forgives me for getting it incorrect. But basically, he programmed everything. I've heard some people say it. I've come across on YouTube or in some books that we're in a holographic universe, but in a very strange way. I think there's some truth in that, but because we're beings of spirit manifested in flesh, and that is something I do know to be fact from my experiences with the paranormal and my own experiences with death. And I do know heaven and hell are real. And you have to forgive me for being croaky. Because I've got a bug. But on my mom's side, got Romani Gypsy on my mom's side of the family, plus Jewish. So it's a combination. Because when I was assessed by the Jewish council, it appears that I've got Jewish heritage in me on both sides of my family, but also on my mom's side, I have Romani Gypsy in me, and which explains my experiences with the paranormal. What's that? Yeah, I was telling me it's warm in here. Yes, of course it's warm in here. Got the heater on. I don't know how you can feel it though, because you're in spirit. But anyway, I was saying I'm Romani Gypsy. I hate that. I have to keep adjusting the screen. I'm Romani Gypsy on my mother's side. Hang on, my mouth is going to gummy again. It's probably from the morphine.
Purpose.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
However.
Alright. I'm getting there. Anyway, for the rest of me telling you about my family. Obviously, they want to hear. Oh, hang on. Ignore that. Well, I'm just not well enough to speak on the phone. I'm struggling to speak on here. Anyway, as I was saying, I got Romani Gypsy on my mother's side as well as being Jewish on both sides of my family tree, parental and maternal. And my husband, who gets books for me, and I'm getting a large collection of books. Our collection's building up. And anyway, my husband went to search for some books for me to have. Keep me going. So, knowing that I've got this gypsy blood in me, whatever that means, Because what it is, I know it's in the Illuminati, because my dad's a Freemason as well. And no, not the bad one. Most of the good ones, ones that do good things. Mind you, they're few far between now. Bad ones are taking over this world. You know what I mean by that. My dad has been along close to the echelons government and that in his time. He's retired from all that now. But thing is, as I was saying, I have all that in my family history anyway. That will be passed on to obviously passed on to my nephews and my niece and nephews. So I got 3 nephews and 3 nephews, and I'm trying to think how many nieces now. 1, 2, 3, 4, because one of them was married to Michael Sarver, who was on American Idol a few years ago. Anyway, I think it was 2009 he was on there. Anyway, so I was saying my husband knows about my lineage, and he knows my love of things that stimulate my brain. And he knows I'm a Christian, I'm not one to like murder and everything. I don't like that. I don't like things to do with that. No. But I do like a good mystery. And I do hidden object games there, but I like a good mystery story, something, okay, murder mysteries, it's, because basically you're trying to work out who's already done the deed after the deed was done. Like Murder, She Wrote, kind of. I used to like watching Jessica Lansbury performing that. Anyway, my husband, knowing I got this bloodline, also he knows I've got like clairvoyance and all that came through from my mother's side. Anyway, here we go. There's 2 spirits here in the room. I don't know if they're going to say anything. No. I know someone's going to say something. Okay, go ahead and have your say. Okay, don't then. Anyway, he got me this book. Steph Penny. You can probably still see it, but I can't see it. But you can see, so hang on a minute. I gotta adjust the screen. You can't adjust it on the recording thing on YouTube. Anyway, Steph Penny. Hang on. It's called The Invisible Ones. Right? And it's the 2nd novel from the author of The Tenderness of Wolves, winner of the Costa Book of the Year Award and International bestseller. And it's a novel and an imaginative tour de force, an intensely atmospheric murder mystery. Penny's immense tale allows you to feel the tundra, perishing chill in the bones, robust craftsmanship, cracking storytelling, and cinematically evoked panoramas that recall the finest westerns. And that was by the Sunday Times. The first was from Mail on Sunday. And then Scotsman says it's a remarkable literary debut, brilliantly assured, subtly written. And then Sunday Telegraph, fascinating, suspense-filled adventure. And then The Observer, tense and delicately written thriller. Yeah, it's really, it gets you going, but you don't know the outcome. And the story involves, there's it involves me disabled, a disabled child, which is quite sad. But the mystery is related to this woman that's gone missing named Rose. And what it is, okay, I'm Gypsy in my family line, but I'm classed as a Gorgio, okay, or Gorgio or whatever. I can't remember how, without looking at it. I can remember some of the other gypsy terms, but that one kind of throws me, because I'm not well. Anyway, that means, what a Gorgio is someone who lives in a house, not going around traveling. And anyway, it's a good book, and it's given me a lesson about my heritage, about my lineage on my mother's side. I really appreciate him getting this for me. Got me at this this bargain book store, which we absolutely love going to, and he got it for me there. And hopefully next time I can get up that way, I'd like to go in there and get some more books. And that being said, the book that says called The Invisible Ones, and I'll give you a breakdown. Oh, hang on. Rose Yanko is missing. It has been 7 years since she disappeared and nobody said a word. See, that's why it doesn't show you the violence, which I don't like. I can't bear it. When Rose married the attractive Ivo Yanko, she became part of a traveling gypsy family. But many wondered at the time where they really suited. Rose's quiet and shy Ivo taciturn yet charismatic. Rumor had it she ran off when her baby was born with a family's genetic disabilities. That's the other reason I'm asking about this book, because that's the paraplegia I have. It may also be a genetic thing, because I had a great aunt that had it and she took an overdose anyway. That our father, Leon, is not so sure. He wants to know the truth, and he hires a private investigator to discover it. Enter Ray Lovell, a small-time PI who has the added advantage of being of gypsy descent like me. Therefore, and not an outsider, he agrees to take the case. But after 7 long years, he fears the trail has run cold. And I have to do something on my screen going out. I'll have to adjust that. Okay, here we go. And his investigation is hampered by the very people who ought to be helping him. The Yankos, they are a close-knit clan, and the last thing they want is a stranger digging around in their private business. Ray cannot understand their reluctance to become involved, why they don't want her found, Rose Yanko found. And to give you a bit about the author, Penny was born and grew up in Edinburgh. After a degree in philosophy and theology from Bristol University, she turned to filmmaking, studying film and TV at Bournemouth College for the Bournemouth College of Art. On graduation, she was selected for the Carlton television news writer scheme, and has since written and directed 2 short films. Her first novel, The Tenderness of Wolves, was a worldwide bestseller and prolific award winner. She lives in London, and this is what she looks like. And that's her. Hang on, that's her. Steph Penny. Yeah, this book, is, see how far I've gotten in it. I've read quite a bit. I have read quite a bit. And, I read some more tonight when I go to bed. My head itches because I put oil on my head and I haven't had a shower because I've been too ill. Anyway, I'll get myself back. I do read it. It helps me get off to sleep. And I do enjoy it. And I've got some more books that he's got me. I've got loads of ones to read. Like I said, he got me, The Curiosity Shop by Charles Dickens, and I think it was one of in our collection as well, and it doesn't matter, I've got the book and I'm thrilled about it, and I want to get my head into that one, but I've got so much to keep me going, despite how ill I am, take my mind off the tumor, and that, and staff here were wonderful, they let me rest. And if I'm not well enough, they let me stay in my room, and they're ever so good. And anyway, as I was saying about this book, it's called The Invisible Ones, as you know. You know, I suggest that you get a copy. It is a good book, and what it is. You get each chapter is about the person in the planet is about Ray himself. Each chapter is around each individual characters. Kind of each character tells part of their story, and you have to work. It gives you an idea, but you have to try to work through it yourself. Who is really behind her disappearance, and each person, especially this boy called JJ, he is primary character in the book. I'm not going to say too much about the book content-wise, except that it's riveting. And it ties you to your chair. You can't read it. And anyway, I just hope that if you get a copy, that the best book of all is the Bible. None of that book, regardless of what anyone says. Any other books I've got that keeps me going, and I'm learning not to be afraid. I'm in so much pain at times, it just makes it hard for me to get through the day. The reason I look tired is because I don't sleep. Pain keeps me up. But like I said, I read at night, and it helps get me off to sleep. And I'm not going to have chemo, I'm not going to have any of that lark. What's going on? I'm not having chemo or anything like that. If they insist on doing the what do you call it? Having me have another because where the swelling is not far from the head of the first operation, and I don't fancy being cut up again. Don't think, I think if they operate, I will recover, but not very well. I won't recover very well. I struggle recovering, and I don't think they'll get all. Or if that's too big, they can only remove part of it. They don't think I can see that's what's going to happen. Um, sorry if I seem spaced out, but I can actually see myself on the operating theater, in the operating theater, with surgeons. I can see me in intensive care. Oh, I know it's not very nice. A care home. Awesome stuff from the care home. Come and check on me. Um, oh, anyway, this this thing I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm not gonna let it be. You know, it's just something came on my computer that I was reading. But I'll keep you up to date on the paranormal side as well, because I am hand in hand with whatever's going on here. And whatever I do, whatever research I do, relate to the paranormal, regardless of spirits or UFOs or whatever. I would try to get the evidence to prove to you what's going on, and to help you understand that there is more in heaven and earth than is our philosophy. That we are greater than the sum of our parts, but we have to learn to raise ourselves from the pit. In other words, we've got to learn that we have to love one another, right, without prejudice. And even those who do that. I sent a card to my neighbor telling her I forgive her with parts of the scripture that were relevant to what made me, what it is the scripture which let me know that I had to do this, I had to write her, and that I know I have to basically let my enemies know before I go that I forgive them for what they have done, and they will, because I know there's some people who have passed away, my husband and I knew, who they were terrible to other people, and I don't even know if whoever they hurt, if they were forgiven. I didn't get a chance to tell one of them I forgive them, because the reason I didn't get a chance to do that was because I was dealing with some problems where I didn't know how to contact him. But he was pretty much his character. But he was not. He's one of those people like us, non-negotiable. You don't. Yeah, it's an interesting concept. People who don't want to show emotion or seem like when you're trying to be genuinely nice and caring to them, they take it and they spit on you. Those are the ones I call non-negotiable. No matter what you do, they don't care. They're going to still do what they want to you, regardless. So, to me, you have to clear the air with those ones, especially because Yahweh, Allah, Adonai, Jehovah, all these names and many more that he goes by. As Jesus said, you can forgive the sinner, but not the sin. easy to forgive the sinner, because the sinner may not be aware that they're behaving in a way that the Lord does not want us to behave, because they have not been able to get across to the concepts of scriptures. And my neighbor, my former neighbor, she laughed at me and Brian, and I think she also done it because she wanted a platform when it comes over children. But anyway, I'm drifting. Forgive me, it's the emotions starting to hit. At the end of the day, you have to forgive your enemies. And you don't have to, forgive them. You have to forgive even those, it's easy. If you don't forgive and you carry the burden of what they've done to you, it'll just make you more ill. And not only that, it's best to generally forgive them, because not always do they know what they do. Some of them do, some of them don't. And some of them, like my neighbor, don't have a true understanding of what it's all about. Yeah, and I forgive them, because if Jesus was here, he would have done it. And it's best to try to do your best to walk in the path of righteousness. And there are times that you're gonna fall, and you're gonna come off the path now and again. The Lord forgives you anyway, as long as you go to Him and beg. Well, you don't have to beg. If you ask Him to be merciful, He'll be merciful. But you've got to be merciful to others as well. As you sow, so shall you reap as well. See, everything ties together. Everything is bound together. And so you have to let your enemies know that you forgive them for that reason. And my neighbor, I had some, I thought they were women from my church, but they were actually angelic beings that came to see, because so I heard the doorbell rang, and I went to the door and opened the door, and there was these two women, or I thought to be women, though they were hooded up. So they asked if they could come in, and they said they needed to have a talk with me. So I was reluctant at first. I don't know what happened. I got a picture. They showed me a picture of heaven, and that when they came to me, as they were walking in. And the strange thing was that when they walked in, they came to the height of the door frame. Then before I got into the front room, they were then sitting together. One was on the arm of the chair, and the other one was sitting in the chair, and they were women that had these long skirts, and the skirts were full of stars. But my neighbor, she heard them talking in a different language, but she heard me speak with them like I'm speaking to you. So it was very unnerving. Don't let your sister talk. It was a bit unnerving when my neighbor told me the following day that she heard them and heard me, and the fact that I saw them physically and spoke to my dad. It didn't appear to me as spirit beings of any kind. It's just when I look back to that occasion, I was blessed for that. But they did tell me that I was going to face a huge trial, and they did prepare me. They just showed me images, which actually did happen. That's why I found it kind of strange. And that they also showed me that I would come through it, and that at the end of it, I wouldn't have much time left on Earth. But I knew that. Figure, yeah. What do you mean figure? Just explain to me what you're trying to say about figure. Do you mean math, or do you mean people figure? Oh, sorry, yeah, the figures of the women. Yeah, they were, one was short. One was short, but anyway, the skirts were full of stars. What I perceived to be stars on my head. So I got it on my head. It's just, anyway, they, were frank with me, and they told me what I needed to know. And it warned me about what was going to happen next. And so I was anticipating what happened, but I didn't expect it to happen so suddenly. Anyway, for the most part, I am happy that I'm alive and I can share this with you. And I'm scared of the outcome of what's going to happen. I have a scan, but I guess I'm frightened on one hand. But that's because I'm not with my husband all the time like I used to be. I'd have to, just being with him gave me a sense of security, which I don't have here, which I need. I need him with me. I need to be able to be with him and have his arms around me, and be able to have my arms around him. That's all, I can't do this on my own without him, but at the same time I can't go through what I'm about to go through without the Lord and Lord Jesus in my life and Christ. But then again, I'm just hoping and praying that my husband is the best. Well, no, but you know what I mean? He, because of his love for me and everything, now I know in my heart that he will benefit greatly. That, that, whatever I can do to make sure he, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Forget what was lost, but I'm just in so much pain and so much discomfort. So forgive me if I'm rambling on. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video.